It's time! MTDH here, and welcome back to the Metroid Fusion Minimalist No Damage playthrough for the last time. And if you were expecting a brilliant conclusion to this series of challenges, boy am I happy to disappoint. Although there is one last trip up to worry about, and that's the first of two bosses. Yes, two bosses having being able to ambush you at the start with vision exploitation. But beyond that, the two bosses in this final part are far more scary than they are difficult. But we'll get to that. For now, we're back on the operations deck, and we need to go to the operations room so that we can make this place crash on the SR388. And what was that? Oh, hi, SAX. Yeah. The SAX must have come out of that passage where we needed missiles to escape. Yeah. It's so easy to bait the SAX around. And this is its most difficult bait, by the way. Yeah. This is all about it. Jumping over the SAX and continually amazing it. And now goes in its clipped winged angel form. Yes, clipped winged angel form. You might remember that the infected Samus came from a Hornoad. Yeah. It doesn't even spit acid! And of course we have one last Beam Corex. Yeah, in the same terrain! Do something new! What are you? You guilty of creativity sterility? Gosh, it's like we've been dealing with a bully this entire time. And we finally get back SAX's ability, that is, if it doesn't escape first. The SAX, everybody! Most epic battle ever! Sheesh. Should display something first and foremost. Yeah, you can go back after defeating the SAX, but why would you? We didn't even need missiles for the SAX's form. It's just a Beam Corex. So we're in the operations room, and this time we can actually press down the switch, and once we do...
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination, planet SR388.
Orbit change implemented. 3 minutes to impact. Yeah, we need to get out of here. We have 3 minutes to escape. Not too bad, it seems. There won't be any enemies on the way back to the Starship. That zombie researcher is long gone, as you saw. It would have intercepted us on the way if it was still there. And the navigation room is disabled, and the hatches are closing behind us. Some hatches, not all of them, but the key ones to make sure that... Oh, and yeah, the saving is disabled, because you wouldn't want to save with 15 seconds left on the timer, would you? Seriously. You attack through the construction blocks. And I'm just going to the reactor silo to showcase what's going on here. To make sure that... I'm just showcasing that, yeah, the developers want to make sure that you don't get lost or anything. What's caused? Something caused a lot of damage. And we're back at the Starship, but there's no Starship. It's just a big Omega Metroid. Oh my god, an Omega Metroid! Yeah, we had to take that slide. That's actually scripted to knock us down to 1 HP. Otherwise, nothing happens, and instead, we have this happen. The SAX is going after the Omega Metroid. What's it doing? We're at 1 HP! Should it attack us? I guess the X must take the... Dang it, I forgot to showcase the objective. Regain ice ability. Omega Metroid attack possible. Okay, it's moving back. Oh no. And you're dead! That game is finished! Collision imminent, that's our new objective. Yeah, that's our final objective, and here's our status screen at the end. Yeah. All equipment, but we have only 99 energy, 15 missiles, including the 5 from Bob the missile tank, and 10 power bombs. That's the absolute minimum, aside from, of course, the missiles. The minimum for missiles will be 10, but, you know. Anyway, if you have... Yeah, Omega Metroid is so much easier than it is in Metroid Samus Returns. And, yeah. As long as you have at least 20 seconds on the clock, you basically won. Yeah, let's get out of here! All of F0388, go away! Yeah. I'd be surprised if Metroid Dread would involve a secret test of character where the failure to use an omnipotent wish to restore multiple destroyed civilizations, that the order will be fully restored reality. Oh, right, I should get to reading this. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich continues to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion may have saved the universe. Wait a minute, perfect military mind? That perfect military mind didn't account for the leader whose military started well after a guy named James Spears happened to act suspiciously friendly. What? Moving on! But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold us in tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Yeah, doing a colony on a planet full of sentient life will kind of mess up things. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. Is that a retroactive allusion to Anthony Higgins? Probably. I mean, because that's one of Anthony Higgins is one of the better things Metroid under him. That's an accomplishment, but I mean, yeah, Anthony Higgins does have a stereotypical demeanor, but he's friendly, he's witty, and he's respectful of Samus. I've reflected upon these words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. Yeah, that is true. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. It's just one detail still bothers me. The ship can only be started manually. Yet before I face the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? And right on cue. Lady, what's troubling you? I wonder how I started the ship. Just think about it. No? How? They lent me a hand. They? Wait, they haven't... The Decora and the Anticons. Oh! But But the chorus. So, rescuing the animal stayed up! Take that, speed runners! So that was Metroid Fusion, and obviously it's significantly better than Metroid Other M, in that in Metroid Fusion it's actually a decent game, but gosh, it's actively story-driven. The railroading has its pros and cons, even if it's interesting to see the developers catch on to attempts to subvert the system. At least the game designs around it, to be sure, particularly when the escape routes after getting each upgrade requires using the upgrade in question or otherwise showcases how it can be useful, usually providing enough negative space for the player to work with. And yeah, there are moments when the player does get to feel like they have a handle on things. Honestly, though, I don't know what else sticks out with the level design, particularly when I'm still bothered with the cheap shots exploiting vision issues. The bosses in general also either succumb to cheating or have ways to be unfair, sometimes both as Ridley Rettins displayed. I imagine I'm looking at this glass half empty, but honestly, I can't help but feel that the soul of the game design started decaying around the early 2000s when Metroid Fusion came out. Perhaps Metroid Fusion is secretly commentary on that. A shame that Other M never got the memo, and instead became a major symptom to this problem, no doubt birthed by rampant cynicism. Heaven knows I know all too well why it came back and what happened. Maybe I should cover this in a Denamon comment to get my point across, because gosh, it doesn't help that Metroid Other M had the bulk of Metroid Fusion at the bulk of Other M's issues, excuse me, although to thankfully lesser levels. I'm sure other people could still find Metroid Fusion to still age well, but me, I'm not sure. So yeah, as for future plans, yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm just, in general, I'm confused and burned out. Not a good combination to be. Trust me. Oh yeah, so we're getting our ending. I should mention that there are 5 different endings based on how fast you beat the game and whether or not you get 100%. And you see, as I got below 2 hours, I get the casual outfit without having to get 100%. Clear time, 1 hour 40 minutes. The rate for collecting items is, of course, 1%. And as further mentioned, both of the 100% endings show Samus in her casual outfit. Whether or not you manage in 2 hours determine which portrait you get. I should note that the Japanese endings are different. Fiji Museum would have more info, with the normal difficulty images showing Samus' backstory about her being taken in by the Chozo after the K2L massacre. Excuse me. To have Ridley as its insidious author. Funny thing is that hard mode's 100% under 2 hours ending would have Samus in her casual wearing a robotic right-hand glove with a pistol out and wearing a sly smile. I wish the game could have provided me that for this whole effort with the 1% no damage run, but this is what it is. Oh, and yeah, pressing A. Do this, and bring it back to the title screen. Oh, right, I should showcase one final thing before closing off. Metroid Fusion. Yeah, because you might have noticed at the start, I didn't show the attract mode. Because yeah, the attract mode is basically showcasing gameplay, so yeah, it would have involved spoilers. Silas and Keel Garen. Yes, Samus clearly has super mental. She's one-shotting those side hoppers. Yeah, how to get a mental expansion there. Samus is using the plasma beam on the Memus. And now Samus is back to fighting Arachnus. Hey, game cut out. Going up with a screw attack and getting revenge on those pesky space pirates. So this has been Metroid Fusion. See you guys next mission.